Each year, thousands of sinners are committed to the National Penitentiary.
They have sinned because they lack the knowledge about God's love.
Having separated from God, they yield to worldly lusts, committing crimes in various degrees.
They are condemned to suffer for the consequences of their sins.
Many of them are poor,
Uneducated,
without skills,
and are suffering.
Is there hope?
And God said,
Look to me and be saved, all you ends of the earth, for I am God and there is no other. So God sent his servants to this forsaken prison,
thus giving birth to the Love Foundation, a new hope, a new lease of life, a second chance.
The BuCor Love Foundation,
A special non-stock,
non-profit,
non-political organization,
is spearheading the reformation and transformation of our national prisoners
focused on both the in-care transformation programs while incarcerated
and the aftercare programs upon their release from prison.
Its mission statement on inmates is, its mission statement on the community at large is,
To achieve its mission, various organizations are tapped to achieve the purposes of the foundation.
its vision statement is, its mandate is,
To eradicate the stigma of being branded as ex-convicts. The Philippines can benefit greatly from the innovative programs in the transformation of released prisoners, as it will lessen the burden on taxpayers through reducing reoffending rates and will ensure that this country shall be a safe place to live.
The foundation shall help to create links between released prisoners with their families and the community, as it firmly believes in engaging the community to help released prisoners integrate back into the society through acceptance and employment. Rehabilitation can only be truly effective with the understanding and support of the community.
Inmates shall pass the thorough screening and management processes shall be the foundation's beneficiaries who will benefit from a seamless transition between the in-care and the aftercare.
Coordinators will oversee this transition and provide a customized program for them that best suits their needs and their families' needs.
Inmate beneficiaries, both during their incarceration and even upon their release, will benefit from an innovative and effective rehabilitation initiatives designed to aid their transition to become a productive member of the society. The foundation would certainly benefit the Bureau of Corrections in many ways. The innovative courses that shall be developed will enhance the teachings and trainings that shall be taught to the inmate beneficiaries.
The employment and livelihood opportunities while in incarceration,
Job placement and income-generating opportunities upon their release,
the advocacy to the community at large for understanding and acceptance,
and minimizing, if not to completely eradicate, recidivism.
in other words, transformation.
The foundation can source and provide the necessary funding for worthy projects initiated by the Bureau of Correction
In its mandates and efforts to rehabilitate prisoners and its commitment,
The foundation shall be the missing link needed by the Bureau of Corrections
and the parole and probation authorities
in erasing the stigma of being branded as ex-convicts. The key aims of the foundation is to raise the awareness of the Philippine community towards difficulties faced by newly released prisoners
and their loved ones.
during their journey towards reintegration.
The purposes of Love Foundation are All inmate beneficiaries of the foundation shall undertake the 6 phases of God-inspired transformation, leading towards becoming a new creation. All things have passed away, behold, all things have become new.
The transformation of inmate beneficiaries through an innovative moral and spiritual programs is the very first step.
Admitting that they are sinners and in need of salvation,
They shall undergo transformation process,
to restore their dignity
self-respect,
and respect for others.
self-confidence, and above all, the fear of the Almighty God.
Religious volunteers through inmate organizations contribute a vital role in support of the moral and spiritual programs.
Statistical information shows that crime against persons ranks number 1 among the different crime profiles.
There is a need to modify their behavior according to crimes committed.
To complement the moral and spiritual programs,
Counselors and mentors shall guide them throughout the transformation programs.
they will learn how to relate to people and themselves,
To have a positive outlook in life,
molding their character and attitude to be a totally renewed man in a God-centered person life. The next phase, the education and training programs. They shall undergo basic education or literacy programs using educational modules and courses.
suitable for the various educational levels in a prison environment.
Those who have acquired their formal education may skip this phase after first passing an evaluation examination.
Enrollment to specific skills training and vocational courses
Shall be prioritized based on job requirements of accredited employers
or business opportunities at hand.
conforming to the business trends,
They may acquire new skills
or upgrade their skills and talents.
and be tested certified.
BuCor employees are welcome to become TESDA certified trainers.
It is believed that a tested certified ex-offender,
Will be very competitive in the labor market.
thus ensuring their chance of staying on to their employment.
Inmates' health and welfare is an utmost concern of the foundation.
They may enroll in the various health and welfare programs.
Production of dietary supplements to their daily rations is being considered. Medical and dental missions shall be regularly conducted.
One of the aims of the foundation is to provide work and livelihood programs to inmate beneficiaries
While incarcerated to earn enough money for their sustenance
and savings.
in preparation for their eventual release.
Work ethics shall be taught,
The foundation, through partnerships with business entrepreneurs and investors,
shall set up cell-based business opportunities inside the prison camps.
such partnerships would include transfer of technology
Equipment provision.
and financial remuneration.
While engaging in work and livelihood programs, inmate beneficiaries
May engage in the various sports and recreation programs.
short-term courses on team building shall be offered to foster sportsmanship and camaraderie,
They are encouraged to participate in various sports activities and events.
as well as cultural and social programs in order to develop.
Their intrapersonal skills.
In order to appreciate the transformational development of inmate beneficiaries, all the in-care programs shall be properly monitored and evaluated at close intervals. This to make sure that they do not fall back to their old ways. They shall be graded and accorded their rank or class until full completion. Bridging the gap. The Love Foundation shall offer employment assistance and livelihood opportunities to inmate beneficiaries who are about to graduate from the National Penitentiary.
Aftercare programs will include additional livelihood and skills training.
Social and financial assistance.
Aftercare services will also be offered.
For the foundation to successfully fulfill its missions and achieve its vision,
Continuous sustenance funding is required to fuel the foundation.
this could be achieved through income-generating programs and projects spearheaded by the foundation,
Or in partnership with the public and private sectors.
aside from the usual and steady support and donations,
Released prisoners may give back a certain percentage of their income
to support their fellow brothers who are still undergoing transformation programs.
The Foundation firmly believes that reformed prisoners will be successful in their life through God's grace, given their employment and livelihood opportunities. More so, the employers themselves shall also be benefited, and be assured that
Released prisoners, most of them under parole, shall not join labor unions that advocate violence and strikes or work stoppage.
the skills acquired can be put into good use at par with the regular workers.
They are trained to work peaceably with one another.
They shall not create trouble within the work premises because of the conditions of their parole.
They shall not commit absenteeism or tardiness.
They shall do their best to stay on their jobs, considering that it is their second chance. The Foundation shall work on, support, or lobby legislative measures or bills on the granting of tax incentives to companies who will hire released prisoners,
as well as to showcase model inmates, model ex-offenders, and model employers recognitions.
Eventually, the Foundation shall cater to all the other operating prisons and penal farms of the Bureau of Corrections
and to the various city, provincial, and municipal jails.
For the Philippines, as a nation to move forward, everyone should work together and help one another in order to make this country prosperous and a safe place to live in.
With BuCor leadership, dedicated employee volunteers and inmate volunteers working together under the provident guidance and hand of the Almighty God,
Praying that all these endeavor through the Foundation is indeed God's plan of salvation to His misguided children inside the National Penitentiary.
to transform them into a God-centered, family-oriented, self-reliant, useful and productive inmates,
Thus achieving the BuCor's goal of bringing back the dignity of inmates.
Yes, indeed, released prisoners who will be transformed by our innovative transformation programs
Deserve their second chance
as they transformed from termite,
to hardworking ants
thus eradicating the stigma of being branded as ex-convicts.
Their time spent during their schooling and training
Instead of incarceration,
will be holistic and a worthy experience. They will eventually graduate
instead of release,
with honor and dignity,
armed with all knowledge and skills to face the new hope and bright future,
knowing that they have been forgiven
and that the community will be accepting them with all compassion and understanding. After all, they are also God's creation. Join the Love Foundation.
Help us spread the message.
Support our fundraising activities.
Be a volunteer for our activities and programs.
Employ our ex-offenders.